Yeah, this thing is just, she's nice. I'm liking it. What's going on, guys? We're back at the Get This Nick channel. It's been a minute, guys. I haven't posted a video. I think it's going on 2 weeks now. The last one I posted was me with my buddy Ryan with that Can-Am. And yeah, I just haven't. The weather here in Chicago has been absolutely brutal. Not even just cold wise, but rain non-stop every day and overcast. So physically, even if I wanted to, I wasn't even able to get the bike out. But it's okay, it all worked out, because if you guys can see here, if it looks a little different, that's because your girl Juicy Lucy got hooked up with the new Freedom Shield, guys. This is the 20-inch Freedom Shield. It's the dark gray tint, and I'm gonna pull over in a little bit further down this ride so you guys can get a look how it looks from the front. But I was just trying to get out today and get a little cruising with it and kind of give you guys like a first ride review, because I haven't ridden at all. This is my first time actually riding with the new windshield on. So how I got on with Freedom Shield, you know, I spoke with John from Freedom Shields. I basically told him my height and stuff like that, and I said, look, man, you know, I'm looking to get a new windshield. If you guys remember, I had the Harley Davidson wind splitter, and it was a cool looking windshield and everything like that, but it just, I'm a taller guy, I'm about 6'2", and over certain speeds, that wind splitter, it was not really splitting the wind for me. I was getting wind going straight to like my helmet. I had a lot of like helmet buffeting going on, and yeah, I just needed a change. You know, I needed something new. So obviously there's tons of windshield companies out here. Freedom Shields, they got the Clockworks, what is that, Memphis Shades or whatever. There's a bunch of them, but I was looking at Freedom Shield's website. I really liked what I saw. I got in contact with them. I spoke with, like I said, I spoke with John, reached out to him via email. I was like, hey man, this is my situation, this is what I'm trying to do, this is what I need. He was very quick to respond, and he actually recommended the 20-inch. He said, I mean, he's like, technically you're supposed to kind of measure and stuff like that, but from what you're telling me, I think 20-inch would be perfect for you. And it seems good. It seems really good. But we're gonna get the bike up to speed for a second and try it like that. So let's give it a shot here. Oh yeah. Yeah, so I'm clipping along right now, because before at this speed, my helmet would be rattling like crazy. But this is feeling good. I'm able to see right over this windshield. It's kind of like right at my nose, which I'm pretty sure is what they say is a good thing to go off of. If the top of the shield lines up with like your nose, it's usually a good sign that's the right shield for you. But it's feeling really good. But like I was saying, guys, I reached out to John, and I'm gonna put, you know, the email for John and the website for Freedom Shields and everything like that in the description. And for those of you guys that don't have a Road King, they make windshields for every bike. I think even I saw on their page that they make them for Victory as well, and they don't even make Victory motorcycles anymore. So super cool. There's a ton of stuff to choose from for all you street glide or road glide guys. They also do like the 8-inch, 9-inch, 10-inch, you know, windshields like that, the little flares. And it's very, once I get off the bike and do a little walk around, I'll show you a close-up of it, but it is very high quality. I'm very impressed. Took about a week and a half, 2 weeks to get, but that was okay, because like I said, this weather has been absolutely terrible. And yeah, that's basically it. So I just wanted to give you guys a quick first ride review, walk around deal, stuff like that. If you've been following along with the channel, you know I've been hinting at this windshield for some time now, saying that it's coming, I'm gonna get it on. and that's what we're doing today. Also, for all you guys that have been subscribing and new people coming to the channel, I think we're at like 170 subscribers right now, so your boy's moving up a little bit. I'm getting a little traction on the page. You know, it's nothing crazy or anything, but I'm getting my own little posse, my own little squad following the videos, and I see you guys have been commenting. So I appreciate all you guys coming checking out the videos, the old videos, the ones I'm just posting and stuff like that. I try to respond to all the comments when you guys drop a comment, whether you have questions about the stuff that's on my bike or just making conversation in general. I try to respond to all you guys, so I hope you've been liking the videos. I apologize for this little 2-week hiatus I've been on, but it's been out of my control, guys. I couldn't do nothing with this weather. It was brutal. Alright, we're pulling up here. This is a nice little empty parking lot. I can hop off this baby and show you guys what we're working with. Let you guys take a look. Oh, alright. So here we have it, guys. The 20-inch Freedom Shields dark smoke windshield. Now, like I said, when I talked to John and I reached out to him, guys, they were very quick to respond, and he answered all my questions and stuff like that. I wanted to make sure I was getting the right thing. I actually already had the brackets, because this is the same bracket that I used for the wind splitter. So really simple to install. All I had to do was unscrew these, pop off the wind splitter, throw these in the new windshield, and put it right back onto that bracket, which you see right here. And really simple, really easy to go on and stuff like that. I had no issues at all. I did, however, due to it being a taller windshield, I actually needed to bring my bars, tilt them back towards me a little bit, just because the simple fact with how tall this windshield is, the way that the bars were sitting before, I wasn't able to lock it in the bracket because the windshield was hitting that. So that's something to keep in mind. If you are going to upgrade to a taller windshield, you might have to bring those bars back a little bit. They recommend actually going through the headlight housing, loosening that up so that you could pop off this whole black piece right here and access all 4 of those Allen bolts. And that's what I did. So me being me, I went through here, did that. I got up here, I loosened all 4 of them. I made sure that the windshield would clear the handlebars and stuff like that. And then I tightened everything back up, and I didn't think about anything. So I tightened everything back up, and I was like, cool, I got the windshield on, and tomorrow or whenever I get some time, if I get a break in the weather, I'll definitely go take it out and go for a little spin. However, when you get in this headlight housing, there is a ton of wires that you gotta fish your way around. There was a wire, which I'm guessing it controls all the right-hand controls right here. All this stuff, your hazard button, your right turn signal, everything like that. I unplugged that wire when I was sticking my huge hand in here, fumbling around. I must have snagged it on the way in, the way out, whatever. So I unplugged it. So I had this bike all tightened up, ready to go. And then I went to go start it the next day before work. I was going to get a ride in and do this video, and none of this stuff worked. And then I was like, oh my God, what the hell did I do? Like, I was in here, I was messing with something when I brought the bars back. Did I do anything? Blah, blah, blah. I was posting on forums. I posted on a Harley Davidson forum. And I know many of you guys are like, Nick, what do you mean it's not a big deal? Just look inside the headlight. You find the wire that goes to the blah, 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 and the XYZ and the T blah, 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 and you just plug it back in. But I look at all the wires in here, and it's like I'm looking at a different language. I don't understand it. So everyone was saying I probably snagged a plug and blah, blah, blah. So I got back in here and I undid this, and I looked in there, and sure enough, there was like 2 plugs, one on top of another, and there was the bottom one was still plugged in, but the top one, there was like a piece hanging out, a plastic connector piece that was hanging out. I was like, that's gotta be it. Sure enough, I pushed it in, bada bing, bada boom, the bike fired right up, everything was cool. So that's my little experience with it. Of course, you know me, anytime I try to do anything It could be as simple as possible. Somehow there's a hiccup or a bump in the road, but we're all good. And obviously that's not Freedom Shield's fault, but it is just something I wanted to mention to let you guys know. Be careful when you're getting into some electrical stuff and stuff like that. Watch what you're doing, because something as simple as pulling out a little wire could kill all power to your bike where you can't start it. That's just the way it is. But yeah, back to what I was saying. There's plenty, like as you guys know, if you're in the market for one, or if you've been shopping for one, there is plenty of windshields you can go for, different brands and stuff like that. And I went on Freedom Shield's website and I liked what I saw, and the customer service was really good and the prices were really competitive. I mean, it's not like they're charging a lot, and for what you're getting, I mean, just the quality of this thing, even on the edges here, it's not like those rough edges like you see on some other windshields. I mean, I don't know if it's picking up in the camera really, but this is just, it's smooth, it's thick, it's kind of like, you know, there's like a little lip at the top that helps with the wind. It is just a really all-around, you know, solid piece of equipment. I mean, the packaging it came in, everything was very well protected. They threw an invoice in there for me, a receipt. They actually have plastic. When you first get the windshield, this thing is all covered in plastic, and there's directions on the front of it, a little piece of paper that says, put the windshield on your bike with the plastic on it, take it for a spin and stuff like that, and if you are not completely satisfied, ship it back to us. We'll refund your money, everything like that. I mean, I'm sure you got to pay for the shipping to send it back, but for a windshield that you could be spending upwards of $200 plus on, it's good to have that peace of mind where if you get, you know, an 18-inch instead of a 20 and you decide you want to upgrade, or vice versa, go down 2 inches, you have that, you know, that option to do that without having to worry like, oh my god, I bought the wrong one, I'm not completely happy, and now I'm stuck with it, I gotta try to sell it and buy a different one. No, there's none of that. Get what you think is going to be best. If you ride it and it fits and it's great, perfect, stick with it. If not, get in contact with them, let them know you're going to be sending it back, go through the steps, and it's a piece of cake. It's easy. So obviously they also have clear if the dark smoke is not your guys' thing. I think they have 3 different ones. There's a clear, a lighter one, and then there's the darker one like this. I went with the darker one just because that's what I like, but it's definitely something to consider. And like I said, I will put John's email and the website link in the description below for you guys to check out. And I highly encourage you guys to do it, because even if you got a windshield on your bike that you like right now, or you want to change it up and look at something new, there's plenty of things to choose from their page. So definitely give it a shot. I completely recommend it. Excellent customer service. The packaging, like I said, everything was well wrapped, and the windshield itself is, you know, exactly what I expected it to be, if not more, you know, if not better. I mean, everything is just like, it's, you know, it's not like a flimsy thing. I mean, this is thick, you know. Let's go take this thing on the expressway on the way home. Little highway cruising action, and kind of sit back, kick our feet up, and see how this baby holds up at the higher speeds. Yeah, this thing is just, she's nice. I'm liking it. I think I made the right, you know, I was originally going to go with the 18, and John was kind of like, for your height and stuff like that, I would recommend a 20. I'd say go 20. And I was like, you think so? He's like, yeah, that's just my opinion. I'd say you could do 20, and I'm glad I did, because this thing is like right where it should be. But the real test now, like I said, we're gonna get on this highway and see what's to it. All right, let's get to it. I mean, we're at 75 miles per hour, and it is not, I mean, obviously you're still gonna feel some wind. That's not the point I'm trying to make, but compared to that wind splitter, It is a world of a difference. And for you guys, I mean, some of you guys that have that wind splitter, it might work for you if you're, you know, shorter or whatever, a little more vertically challenged. But for me at least, I had to switch it up, man. I had to get something a little taller, and this is doing well. Well, guys, I think that's gonna wrap it up for us here. Just wanted to do a quick, like, first ride video and stuff like that. I mean, obviously I didn't do an install video, but it's pretty self-explanatory, guys. Especially, I mean, even for someone like me, who I tell you all the time, I always remind people I'm not a mechanic, I'm a truck driver, but I was able to figure it out. So if you're on the fence, you're looking to upgrade or whatever reason, definitely check out Freedom Shields. I completely recommend it. Get in touch with John if you're unsure, if you're torn between two or whatever. Reach out to him, let him know what you're trying to do or what you need or what you like, and they'll get you dialed in. Especially with the new riding season coming along here. Maybe you need a change to the bike, maybe you don't have a windshield at all and you're deciding to get one, whatever the case may be. But definitely consider Freedom Shields. I mean, it is everything you could possibly need. I don't got any complaints, and it's built solid, so I'm sure it's gonna hold up just fine. That's a no-no. You're not supposed to do a U-turn there. Well, once again, info for everything, Freedom Shields, John's email at Freedom Shields, everything like that, I will put in the description below. John, if you're checking out the video, thanks again for all your help and answering all my questions. Really appreciate it. Does not go unnoticed. Thanks for the updates. Thanks for sending me the shipping number and everything so I could track it and see when it was going to be here. It was all a very smooth and easy process, so I appreciate that. Once again, guys, thanks for checking out the channel. Stay tuned for you guys that are subscribed. Thank you for the continuous support, and we will catch you guys on the next one. Peace.